Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed that little bit of a time lapse. So I ended up building the face of the vault along with the little bit of a staircase to go up here. The staircase and this little porch is not done yet. I definitely want to add a little bit more to that, which I'm currently gathering supplies to do that. But I wanted to get this done so that way I can pretty much hide what the inside is going to look like. And so I just wanted to get this done, have it all cool looking. I already had the concrete and stuff put together, so I just snapped it away. And since Replay Mod is out, I figured this is the perfect time to show you guys what kind of went into that. I'm really glad that I ended up doing the dirt and then the concrete, because it made it go so much faster. It was very good, very good. I like that. But yeah, I am actually going to continue with the theme of trying to hide the inside by adding a face to it. So I'm gonna go ahead and add like some stone and some dirt around there and do some terraforming around this, and then I'm going to show you all exactly what I did on the inside. So before I actually go into everything, I wanted to show you guys a little bit of what I've done around the house area. So I added a way to get green dye because I'm going to use a lot of dyes and like flowers and stuff. The axolotl area is still pretty this much the same. I actually need to add a better lighting source in here. I don't like torches. Yeah, the axolotls are going well. I actually have a good stash of all the different colors, and I'm currently working on trying to get a blue one, which will be super cool. And yeah, after this, I do plan on putting together a pet shop in the shopping district to sell axolotls and other types of mobs, like pets and stuff. I think that'd be really neat. So yeah, I do plan on doing that later. Don't know when, but eventually. Yeah, up here, I made a sheep farm because I needed some wool, and this was the easiest way for me to do that. It actually runs on redstone and observers, and it is kind of in a weird spot, but I wasn't really using this area up here besides for glowberries for a bit, so I figured this would probably be the best place to put it. Plus, it's pretty easy to get to the chests. And then up here, pretty much the same. I did end up buying a shulker from the shopping district, and Kanaz stopped by and helped me with a little bit of terraforming, and he ended up giving me an elytra so that way I don't end up having to pay for one. So big shout out to Kanaz. He is a lifesaver. He helped me terraform the base, which I'm about to show you guys, and then he gave me the elytra. So big shout out to him. I told him that if he needed help with anything that I'll help him out with it. So maybe he'll take that up, who knows. Oh, but one thing I did do was, in the meantime, I designed this. And you'll see why for a second. So, to remind everybody, I did a Fallout for a, like, game-style vault. And so it's like, there's the vault itself. I ended up doing all of it in concrete, which is pretty neat, and I've decided to go with a yellow theme. Last season I had like a blue theme going on, and this season I wanted yellow, and so I did this. And since Fallout is all about like nuclear radiation and stuff like that, I wanted to find a cool way to use banners, and so luckily Google is a lifesaver. I love Google. It helped me like figure out how exactly to do specific banner patterns, which is pretty cool. And so yeah, this is like the radiation symbol. And so I do plan on putting those throughout this area, which I think is going to be pretty cool. And it took me the longest time to figure out how I wanted to terraform this. I don't know if I'm still happy with it or not, but the inside is covered, which is pretty good. I still need to decorate the inside, but I'm going to vaguely show you guys what it looks like, if I can hop over this. There we go. So yeah, I ended up digging out the entirety of the inside. I still need to light this up, I swear. I've almost died a couple times in here. The rest of the area is pretty lit up. It's just up there is a monstrosity. It's so bad. But yeah, luckily, Kanaz also gave me a couple of villagers. I paid him back using cobblestone, stone, and deep slate, and I think cobble deep slate. So I ended up just going ahead and digging out this entire area. I did plan this ahead of time, and I kind of have it laid out on a grid system which is what made it a lot easier planning out ahead of time. It was really good. It didn't take me too long to figure out, so that was really good. But yeah, this is pretty much done. I'm currently collecting a bunch of terracotta, so that way I can completely fill it up on the inside. I plan on doing like floors, walls, ceilings, stuff like that. I already have a vague design of what I want to go by, so hopefully that turns out well. But the biggest thing that I needed help with, if I can go out here far enough, is the back side. I'm still going to work on that part because we actually ran out of stone. But yeah, we had to fill in this entire back side, and I think it actually turned out fairly well. It does look kind of man-made, but at least it looks a lot better than it was before, because before you can definitely tell where I like dug out and stuff. It was really funny looking. But yeah, I think it turned out pretty good. I'm happy with how it turned out. That's the back part's actually the part that Kanaz helped me a lot with, which is really good. And luckily now I have this fancy elytra to fly around on. But I am actually going to go into a time lapse next, if I can talk. This is just going to be a very time-lapse heavy episode since Replay Mod came out, but I am actually going to go on stream and build the pet shop in the shopping district. I'm still not exactly sure where I'm going to build it, but we can figure that out on stream. Also, if you guys are interested in checking out my Twitch, I just hit affiliate, which was really fun. We have a bunch of like emotes and points and stuff now. I'm still working on the majority of it. But yeah, it's pretty fun. So if you guys want to go hang out, I do stream every Sunday at the moment at 4 p.m., which is really fun. So yeah, if you guys are interested in just checking out my Twitch at any moment, feel free to go check me out there. Alright, so joke's on us. I don't have a time lapse because I forgot to make one, but here is the finished shop. I actually did the majority of this on stream, and then I decided that I like Junglewood a little bit more, so I just came back and I replaced it and then added the signs. But yeah, this is pretty much what it looks like. I'm trying to go through for that like whole Fallout 4 theme, so I wanted to do like a basic house for it, and just added a bunch of just like greenery and stuff, which I think turned out pretty neat. And then I used, I think that's Blackstone up there, or Deep Slate, one of those. It's probably Deep Slate. But this is what the inside looks like. Right now, all I have are axolotls in here. And then we ended up finding these llamas, and then I just shoved them in here as like the little cashew people, which is pretty funny. And then if we go up here, there are the axolotls. I don't like how there's so many in here, but I didn't really have enough room to host them all in separate tanks. So I think this is good for now. I may take out some at some point and just house them somewhere else, so that way they can have a little more swimming room, I guess. I don't know. But I'm keeping this here for now because I want to see if something's going to happen. So one of the other Minetopians that joined this season, his name is EK Tapster, and he came to my house before the stream and before I made this whole shop, and basically said that he was part of an axolotl committee and that he wanted to come to me because I was keeping some of the axolotls in a barrel, and he wanted to make sure that all of the axolotls were kept in a roomy area in a safe spot. I don't know if this is an actual thing or not, so I'm just gonna take it at face value and see what's gonna happen. So I did have the axolotls in their own dedicated tank here. I took them all out of the barrels and stuff. And so hopefully the axolotl committee doesn't come after me. There's still quite a few in here, so who knows if that's going to pop up again. But I did ask EK if there was room on the axolotl committee, so maybe we can join them and not get like a fine or anything. I don't know. It would be kind of funny if he actually did find me though. Not that I'm asking for it, but it would be interesting. Definitely interesting. But yeah, so this is pretty much done. And then I am going to run back to the house and also stop by at a couple places, because I realized after reviewing some of the different items that I was talking about earlier, I completely forgot to tell you guys about a couple of things that I did. A couple of smaller things that kind of relates to the previous season, bringing a couple things back, which I think is going to be really fun. So if you guys give me a second, I'm going to show you some stuff. So, I was actually going to show you guys something at the Inn Fortress, but then I realized that there's a lot of the stuff in the Inn Fortress that people haven't looked at yet. So I was going around and stuff, and look, this is like it was completely full. I've been digging it up some. But this geode, like, just popped up out of nowhere in the middle of the Inn Fortress. Like, there's supposed to be a hallway here, and you can tell that there was. But, yeah, this is really interesting. I'm actually going to dig all this up, and then if anybody wants any specific like geode stuff, then they can get it from me. But yeah, this is pretty cool. I just wanted to show you guys this. It's very odd that this happened, but I'm gonna pop back at the beginning of the Inn Fortress and show you guys what exactly I wanted to show you. Well, now that we got that little bit of geode taken care of, which is really good, I actually haven't ran into any geode yet, but I have decided that I want to start up Operation Hour again. If you guys are just now joining me, in the previous season, which was season 1 of Minetopia, I started this thing where I would basically go around and decorate things and make the server better. A lot of it was just decorating the roads in the shopping district because that's what needed the help most. But I decided to give that little helping hand operation kind of thing the name Operation Hour. It's based off of a meme of a dog that whenever it barked it sounded like it was saying hour. So I decided that I want to restart that little operation here, because I think there's a lot of stuff on the server already that needs a little bit of a easier process going on. I guess that's the best way to explain it. But there's just a couple things that I wanted to work on. One of the things is this little bubble elevator. This is actually the inn portal. And so I wanted to make it easier to where we can actually, go up to the surface in case people want to explore over here or anything. I know off in the distance over there's ice and stuff like that. And I don't know if anybody needs like fish or anything. So I figured this would be a lot easier. And then, I'm bad at elevators. Here we go. Yeah, the next thing that I wanted to show you guys is actually in the end. So let's pop on over there. Boop. So I actually added a bunch of fences over here, and I extended this a little bit. It was already extended, but I just wanted it to be all nice and cozy and stuff. And then if we go up here, I widened the staircase, added some better staircases up to the little, what do you call those? Portal things? I don't know. The little things that let you go to different islands. And then I'm actually going to look down because I don't have a pumpkin head on. But if we go over here, there's a couple of things I added over here as well. Somebody actually ended up making an Enderman farm for XP that we can all use, which is very good. It's definitely come in handy. And they had it to where you just went down like a plain water stream. So I added a bubble vader. I actually need to, this was here before I actually did the bubble vader, and I kind of want to extend it a little bit to look a little widened, more wide. So I figured that would be a good thing. But yeah, I just ended up making this bubble vader, and then I extended the leaves a little bit. There's actually a little bit more that I want to do with the leaves to extend it all the way down. But yeah. This is pretty much done. I haven't messed with the Enderman farm at all because I don't want to break anything, and Endermen are mean. I don't like them. So yeah, this is pretty much all I've done for Operation Hour so far. And this is actually pretty much all I had planned for the episode, which is pretty cool. Actually, hold on. I just remembered there's a couple things I wanted to show you guys in my area. So I redact me saying that was in the end of the episode. We're going to run over to my base so I can show you guys some stuff there. So there's only really a couple of other things that I need to talk about over here. First of all, thank you to Giovanni, who gave me a totem of undying. That was very nice of you. Thank you. But over here, I extended the villagers slightly, and I'm working on getting them good resources and stuff like that. I ended up also adding a blue color up here because I actually wanted to point that out due to I watch a lot of like DIY home decorating shows and stuff like that, both on YouTube and on TV. And one thing that I saw that people sometimes do, mainly in like the South or the Midwest, is that they add a blue color underneath their porch roof so that way birds won't, land up here. I think they think that the blue is the sky or something. I don't know. But I figured that would be a really funny touch to add up here. I want to add something other than torches up there so that way it's properly lit up. But I thought that was really funny. I may end up adding sea lanterns over there or something. I'm not quite sure. But over here, I also ended up adding a little bit more to this bubble vader, if I can get down here. So I have a bubble vader that leads out to the water to make it easier to leave and go. And this tunnel was not decorated at all. It was just like a 2x2 tunnel thing that I had there just to get out to the water, and so I decided to decorate it a little bit. I wanted to use up a bunch of just like the small stacks of random products that I have from all over my mining and stuff like that, and I ended up adding them in here along with dripstone. I don't think I need dripstone anytime soon, but it's here just in case. And then I have a good sugarcane farm going, which is really fun. So hopefully I can get a bunch of sugarcane so that way I can work on a good little enchantment area. I think that'd be pretty cool. But I think this is pretty much it for today's episode. Thank you guys for watching. We were able to do a lot, which is pretty cool. We got all of this done along with a bunch of terraforming. So I'm really glad that we were able to get that bit done. And now that that's done, we can actually start working on the inside of this. Now, I think the terraforming was definitely the longest part of trying to deal with all this, along with trying to get a bunch of different terracotta and dyes and stuff like that so we can do like the interior. And then after the interior, we can start work on decorating and stuff like that. That's going to be really fun. There's definitely a lot of farms and other things like redstone-wise that I would like to add in here at some point. And then I would love to move my villagers in here. That would be super cool. So hopefully we can get started on that in the next episode. So thank you guys for watching. If you happen to like this video, make sure to give it a like. If you liked it even more, make sure to subscribe. And that should be it. Bye-bye.